So the world's message says you'll only experience freedom when you pursue what feels good to you. You'll only experience freedom if you just give in to what you feel about yourself or what others affirm about you. That is not a freedom message. I have seen over, and our world has seen over and over, people get bound up in that message, and it becomes a mentally confusing and heartbreaking story retold over and over again, where there's heartbreak after heartbreak, there's confusion that goes into an individual's life. But the message of hope, the message that Christ has set us free, is one that when we pursue God's glory in our bodies and not self-satisfaction, we can find freedom in our mind and in our spirit and in our lives to follow Him and to know Him. This is true for those who have experienced brokenness in same-sex identity, and this is true for those who have been broken by cultural comparison. This is true for those who have been broken by physiology that leaves them feeling less than a man or less than a woman. So, follower of Jesus, I want to encourage you, you can affirm this message in those around you, that we can have a message of hope that is not, that doesn't lack compassion, but instead is full of the heart of God for men and women who are facing on an ongoing basis image and identity issues as men and women. We can speak to those places. What do they need to hear from you? Listen, they don't need you to affirm or reject them based on their sexuality, based on their hobbies, based on their clothing. They don't need your approval or disapproval one way or the other. What they do need to know is that there's hope in Jesus Christ for them to live as the man that God has called them to be, the woman that God has called them to be. That you would remind them that they're pursued by God and loved by God. And I know many Christians are concerned that they'll give the wrong message or they'll affirm the wrong type of message. Listen, whenever you affirm that God loves a person, that's never the wrong message to affirm. You can affirm that message while also pointing them in the direction of being a true image bearer of God as a man or a woman created in His image.